Hello, this is Dr. Don White, Superintendent of the Troy School District, and this is the board brief for the February 19th, 2014 Board of Education meeting. As an overview, board briefs are provided just to give you an overview, but they're not intended to be in-depth analyses of any particular topic. I'm just trying to provide information so that you can gain some insights onto what the board is discussing each month. Let me go first to the Committee of the Whole. The Committee of the Whole starts at 5:30 p.m. on February 19th, and we will meet in the board conference room, which is in the Board of Education building, or the Troy District office. We start with the agenda review. It's a typical agenda review, and I'll get to that agenda in just a second. And then I'm going to be discussing with the board the 2014-15 calendar and providing them with a draft. I want to cover some park issues we have as far as the testing cycle goes and how they align to spring break. But outside of that, I believe it's almost ready to go, and hopefully the board will approve that during the regular meeting. Then we have a tech integration project we're really excited about discussing with the board. It has to do with how we're using technology in the classroom, and we have many teachers, especially on the campus, that are seeking out additional devices to use with students from a learning and instructional perspective. So we're really excited about that work, and we want to start that discussion with the board. The next topic is my proposals for the 2014-15 staffing. And I do this in February as a draft, and then in March I make my final recommendations for the next school year. And this year I'll just be recommending that, for the most part, that we maintain the current full-time equivalence teaching positions that we have in the district. So not many changes next year unless we have some kind of increase over the summer in regards to student enrollment. Okay, now another thing I should mention, we will need a closed session during the meeting, and I hope to do that during Committee of the Whole if at all possible. Now on to the regular agenda, the regular meeting agenda. It starts at 7 p.m. on February 19th, and that'll be in the boardroom in the district office. We start with our normal kinds of activities with the Pledge of Allegiance, roll call, they approve the agenda. Then we have the forum. This month we are happy to recognize the Spelling Bee finalists and the varsity cheerleaders who did really well at the state competition. So hopefully we'll see a video, I believe, of their performance. And then our typical Students of the Month, where we highlight some of our best and brightest students and their accomplishments inside the classroom. Comments from the public. Then Kathy Barker from Troy Crogwell Elementary School is going to give what we call a principal update. She's just going to provide 2 or 3 points about what's happening at Troy Crogwell and engage the board in a conversation about any questions they might have about the great things Troy Crogwell is doing at this point. Then we have our district office quick reports, consent agenda, typical kinds of things in the consent agenda for this month. As I said earlier, we will need a closed session, but hopefully we'll do that before this meeting starts. Then our action items. Personnel, we have several resignations that are normal for this type of year, or this time of year. Then we have a retirement request. We have an appointment for a teacher that's filling an open position. And we have some appointments for ESP staff to fill open positions again. We have appointments for extra or co-curricular, again, filling open positions that we are aware of. Then we have in additions to our at-will substitute employees, and I'll always mention this during this opportunity. If you are a person that can substitute or can get a license to sub, please contact the regional superintendent's office, and they can help you with that, and we're always looking to expand our list of substitutes. We have a couple general unpaid leave requests that I'm presenting to the board, and then we get into the action items, or more individualized action items, where hopefully they'll approve the 14-15 school calendar. Then we have a resolution authorizing the disposition of equipment. It's a list of equipment that is no longer working or is no longer in use in the district, and so the board has to approve a resolution saying that we can actually have a sale and then dispose of it if we don't get rid of it in any other way. Then we're sending to the board a resolution for the Illinois Energy Consortium membership, and the next item, the resolution for the IEC early payment. This membership is for energy, and it will allow us to purchase our energy at a cheaper rate. So we're excited about the opportunity to reduce our overall energy costs by this membership. Then we have the first reading of some select policies. And 120 actually is the organizational chart policy, and so I'm taking to the board an update on the organizational chart. Then the last month the board had tabled section 6 for policies. This is part of our comprehensive review of all of our policies, and the board will take that from the table, and then there are second reading of policies that are related to some changes that the board had suggested they wanted. So hopefully we'll get through section 6. We have a second reading of policies in section 7, and then the first reading, the last section of policy 8. And then we end the meeting with our typical discussion and informational items, and if need be, we will have another closed session for items that are unrelated to any agenda items. That's been the board brief for February 19th, 2014. Thank you.